Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Georgia. So today I'm really excited just because I have decided that it'd be really good to do 3 reactions in one day because I'm going to film them today, edit them today and post them today just because I reached 11k subscribers every day and I'm just really happy about it and really thankful. So I kind of just wanted to do 3 and it's given me kind of a newfound motivation today to just to do 3 reactions in one day basically. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So for my first one, I'm gonna be doing a reaction to Bill Burr on cancelling dead people. So I thought that would be fun to react to. So yeah, let's get on with the video.
Sean Connery died, the great Sean Connery. Yeah, my favorite James Bond of all time. Yeah, and he was getting a proper send-off for about 8 minutes on Twitter, and then the first hairy-legged white chick shows up, right? And she's just got to be like, yeah, yeah. Are we really going to celebrate this man who advocated the hitting of women? It's like, first of all, he didn't advocate hitting women, okay? He just said, every once in a while, you give him a little slap. Yeah, give him a little back of the hand, remind them who's making the box office. You reset their hard drive. That's all he said, okay? Yes, it's a crazy statement.
Do you know what? Bill is not too bad at impressions, He's kind of accurate. I do like it though when he's performing and he kind of acts out what he's saying as well. I really enjoy it.
That's all he said, okay? Yes, it's a crazy statement in 2021. 1976, it's not good, but it's not crazy. Right? And he's born in 1930. You gotta put the shit in historical perspective. You ever watch, I love old.
That is very true. That is a great point there. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes people rant and rave, but when you're brought up with certain ideologies and things like that, you're gonna think that way no matter how old you get. Things that I think now and opinions that I have, by the time I'm 80, people will be like, oh my god, how disgusting of her to think that. But I'm like, look, I was brought up with that, that's how I think. Do you know what I mean? Maybe even the things that people, yeah, exactly, what people talk about now, when in 30, 40 years time, that can be seen as a disgrace, to humanity. So I feel sometimes you just gotta let go and let God. Is that the saying? I think that's the saying. But yeah, just let it go,
You gotta put the shit in historical perspective. You ever watch, I love old movies. You ever watch movies from the 30s, 40s, and 50s? Yeah. Anytime a woman even has heightened emotion, there's some guy get a hold of yourself, yeah, go make me a pie, put it on the windowsill. Right? That's what he grew up watching. I grew up in the 70s. I thought being a truck driver was a cool thing. You had a monkey for a friend. You're going around, chicks showing their titties. I thought that was the world. I had no idea. That's what I was watching. My thing is okay, so if you're going to cancel all of these fucking dead guys, and you're going to shit all over them after they're dead and they can't defend themselves, why are you only going after men? What about all the horrible women in history? You can't just go after the men. That would be sexist. And this is what they don't want. I mean, what about Coco Chanel? Great example. Coco Chanel, widely considered a feminist icon. She started her own purse factory, right? The 19-teens or 20s, whatever the hell she did. I can't imagine the sexism that she had to deal with, An amazing accomplishment.
I love that he has just running sarcasm going through all of this. I just love a bit of sarcasm. It's one of my favourite forms of wit. Do you know what I mean? I love it.
She had to deal with, the sexism that she had to deal with, An amazing accomplishment, hats off to her, right? However, She was also a Nazi sympathizer. Yeah, that's like half her fucking Wikipedia page. Just sitting there, waiting for someone to read it. Right out in the open, nothing. So evidently what happened was, in World War II, old Adolf came rolling into town, okay, with his tanks with the Porsche engines in them, took over the town in like fucking 90 minutes. She freaked out. She closes up her shop, right? Figured out where all the head Nazis were staying, what hotel. She moved in there, and she started a relationship with one of the Nazis. Yeah, she started fucking a Nazi. You ever see those Holocaust videos? Huh, with those piles of kid shoes? Yeah, she was sucking the dick that did that. Now, just to refresh my memory, what did Sean Connery do again? Oh, you know,
do you know what? I really don't know anything about Sean Connery, so even I don't know. Even I don't know. I mean, I didn't even know that Coco Chanel or whoever that is did that. So, yeah, but he is not wrong. See, one thing that Bill Cleary doesn't like is hypocrisy. Do you know what I mean? He really just calls out the hypocrites in the world. Do you know what I mean? Every time I watch like a skit of his, it's always just like about hypocrites and people being, you know, hypocrites and like topics that are like hypocritical. You know, do you know what I mean? And I love that about him. He really just likes to call out the hypocrites in life. And do you know what? It's got to be done. It's got to be done by someone, and he does it in a comical way so that we all enjoy listening to it. Do you know what I mean? And I like that.
What did Sean Connery do again? Oh, you know, every once in a while you give him a little slap. That's what he did. She's sitting there like, hey, Adolf, what's going on? She so sold out her own country, she had to flee it at the end of the war. And I have no idea how many dicks she had to suck to get back in it. But I'll tell you, despite all of that, I still don't judge her. I don't. Because I've never been in that situation. You know, I've never been in a country where all of a sudden the most powerful army the world has ever seen comes in and takes it over in a couple hours. She must have been terrified, right? And she's a woman. You know, she's into fashion. They show up with those Hugo Boss uniforms. You know, her knees buckle a little bit. Things start getting ugly. People are getting shot in the street. She's freaking out. You know. And she's a woman. And women know, push comes to shove. When you get your back against the wall, no matter how bad it gets, they always have the option of fucking their way out of a situation. They always got that card they can play, right? All women know this. All women know this. Men don't realize this till they go to prison. But women learn this early on.
Do you know what? He is savage, isn't he? He just is savage. Sometimes you watch a specific one of him, like, most of the time I like to pick quite chill ones, you know what I mean? But you get those little snippets of savage that he just puts in there, and I just love it. Do you know what? I say that about Bill a lot, that I just love everything that he does in his comedy skits, but I just really do. I just really, really do. Because he's just a savage. He's a savage comedian, he's a funny comedian, he's a sarcastic comedian, he acts it out, he has a lot of energy, like, he literally has everything that you want in a comedian, you know? I mean, everything I want. The way he does it, I like it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's good.
All women know this. Men don't realize this till they go to prison. But women learn this early on. She had the option, and she took it. I can't get mad at her for that, you know? So she's dead and gone. I think she's up there in heaven. I think she made it. She's up there with Sean Connery. Every once in a while they have a disagreement. He gives a little slap, you know? She doesn't care. Once you shit on a Nazi's chest, I mean, a little backhand's not going to freak you out. Jesus can't say anything. He got a hooker, right? Everybody's got a little something they did. Yeah, I know. What a thing to do, though. I'm just like, look, they're gone now. So, like, how can you cancel someone that's already dead?
That's the part I don't get. I'm like, they don't care. It's like, listen, you're doing it because you're trying to make a point, but like the person's gone. So it's like, they're not gonna care, you know? They didn't even know. So it's like, they're not gonna care that you're mad at them. No one else cares. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like there's no point. Also, the man can't defend himself either. Do you know what I mean? Maybe, because you know, like sometimes in life you say things in a certain way, but you don't actually in your head like mean it in that kind of way. Like, you say it and it sounds bad, but like, you didn't really mean it like that. You know, you do have a logical point of view that you can like tie to it. Do you know what I mean? But just people don't give people the chance to explain because they try and have a go at them when they're gone. And I'm like, where's the logic? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, maybe you should have brought that point up when he was still here, and then he could have told you what he meant, and you know, you could just squash the whole thing. I mean, I don't really know. I'm just going to take from what Bill said, that he just said, like, you know, you need to give a girl a slap every now and then. But I'm just like, maybe he had a point to it, you know, or maybe he didn't. But like, even if it was a bad thing to say, he's gone. So like, who cares? And I don't know why I'm rambling about it or giving my tuppence on it, but that's what I think. Gonna stop rambling now. See, that's my one long ramble for the video, because we all know that I have to have at least one long ramble, like 10 little ones and then one really long one.
Well, something they did. Yeah, there you go. So, still buy your Coco Chanel. She's still a hero. She was a victim. She was a victim of that time. She was frightened. She was scared. She didn't know what to do.
So yeah, that was the end of that video. Do you know what? It's no secret that I love a bit of Bill Burr. I love a nice little short one that I can just ramble along to and enjoy. So yeah, if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please turn on the notification bell. Goodbye.